Okay. Hey, before we start, I just want to say something. I gotta commend you, Stu. I know it's taking a lot for you to do this episode, everything because your back hurt and everything and stuff like that. You know, I gotta commend you. You a great teammate, man. You know who you a lot better teammate than?
Cool.
Ben Simmons. Cause that nigga back always fucking hurting. That's always a bailout on the team. So consider yourself a motherfucking better teammate than Ben Simmons.
Don't sound like y'all niggas cast the pods in this bitch right now.
Oh shit! All right, episode 63.
How we had to start that.
I love
Episode
it.
63, y'all. What's happening?
Stu Lee podcast. We sound a little different because we are doing this shit remote, the way everybody else does these shows.
Yeah,
we behind the times. Right? Like we doing everything behind the curve. So expect video in 2026.
Yeah. But so we've been traditional and everything. Every episode been actually us two and recording and all that type of shit and everything though. But due to some issues and everything, we had to do this one remote. So it's a little different, but we got the same energy going.
Yeah. Speaking of energy, I feel like we're not doing the intro right. My name is Stocking Cap Stu.
And I'm B. Lee.
Yeah, and we are your go-to stops for power, wrestling, short stays, and yacht rock. And this year, right now, it's going to be the oldies. We have a special episode for y'all today. The second annual oldies. The second annual at that, man. How the hell we make it this far?
Man, they let us, man. That's what happened, man.
Yeah.
We back at it for the oldies. Second annual oldies, so carry on with that. Yeah, so that's primary of the show, but than me. Beforehand. Damn, yeah. Oh man.
Okay, I ain't mean to cut you off my pain. I gotta forget we working on the delay, so I gotta get used to shutting down a couple seconds sooner.
No, you good. But so we got our annual Odies, and we got our few nominations and everything. So, but we're gonna say that for like the rest of the show. We're gonna try and get a little bit of this and a little bit of that out the way in the beginning and stuff. So few topics we might have and stuff. So we kind of hitting y'all back to back with episodes and stuff. So just put out 61 and got 61,
62, and then now we here with the oldies, and we trying to clear that calendar. We're trying to clear everything we got before next year because we got a couple ideas that's probably going to take I think a couple of these ideas might take a couple days of writing and recording. So let's just go ahead and get this shit out. If you listening to this, Happy New Year, and shout out to Future Stu for getting this shit out before New Year's. I know that shit was probably hell, but he did it. He did it. Round of applause. Make some motherfucking noise for Future Stu. Yeah. Oh shit.
That's what you real shit. Man.
I feel like somebody did that shit to my back this week, dog.
Oh damn, that's fucked up, man.
I don't know what the fuck I did to my back other than being old.
Damn, man. Oh man, yeah, man. Y'all get better soon, Stu, man. I know that shit gotta be, man. That shit gotta be rough.
Yeah, it's been this is like 2024, making sure that they get me together on the way out. This has been a rough ass year, bro. It's been a wild ass year. Shit, we almost had to take another hiatus.
Yeah, man, right. Shit, right. We didn't figure this shit out. It was about that. It was about to be another. But thankfully, we figured something else, to kind of keep it going. So we figured out another way. So we do like everybody else do and do it remote. So.
I know, right, man. Yeah. When in doubt, run to Riverside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Soundtrap's cousin, Riverside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to the random comment that we got on YouTube today. My bad, bro.
Oh, straight. Well, no, you good. What? What's up, man?
It was just,
what was the comment?
Just said y'all crazy for this one. I don't know exactly what the context was, anything, or if it was a bot or some shit. I wanted to respond, but if that nigga would have emailed me talking about some motherfucking Bitcoin or some type of marketing shit, I'd have been pissed.
Y'all crazy for this one? That's like the literal fucking. That sounds like
that nigga dropped. That nigga left a DJ drop on our shit. Watch, next comment gonna be Mouse drops the track that make you bounce it back.
What? Oh my god.
Yo, if y'all listen, please don't do that. Please don't get carried away and start believing DJ drops on our shit.
Yeah.
We already having a tough enough time with YouTube as it is, bro.
Yeah. It's funny looking at it because it's at Riverside and then SL Towers. It looked like a fucking. It make it sound like we running a fucking a project or some shit like that.
Yeah, I know, right? That shit sound like good money laundering, nigga. Like, yeah. SL Tower for Wolf of Wall Street 2 taking place.
Right, yeah. Oh man, that sounds like some fraudulent activity going on over there parts. Over there at SL Towers.
Yeah.
Meanwhile at SL Towers.
Man. Instead of it's like Avengers Tower, only instead of the giant A, it's a big ass QR code.
Yeah. Yeah, with the stuff go on that bitch, yeah.
Hell
yeah. Oh shit, man.
Oh man. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and get into these notes real quick. Could you run us through at World's End? Because I missed that shit because I was in pain to the point where I couldn't see the TV.
Oh damn, yeah, it was that bad. Damn.
Yeah.
All right, AEW at World's End was in Orlando, Florida last night. So, this, of course, they had your little pre-shows, but this was shocking because, for one, it only had like 8 shows on the. It only had 8 matches on the main roster. Like normally it's like 10 plus. This was probably one of the shortest matches. Shortest AEW events in a long time. Also, because it ended about like 11:30. Like about 11:30, it was pretty much practically over with. So it was over before midnight, which shocked the shit out of me. Like I gotta commend them. That was actually, this was a short event, and AEW ain't really known for that. Like they good for having you up past midnight because they had to cram these 12 matches all in there, and then these 5 matches on the pre-show and everything. But I think it was only 3 matches on the pre-show, so they doing a little better. They not doing too much. I'll give them that. So we start off with the first of all. They had Toni Storm wrestling on the pre-show. I guess it's supposed to be this whole thing because Toni Storm came back as old Toni Storm, but it's like she going through this like kind of crisis thing. Like she's like her memory is like back to when she first started. So like she like she's a newcomer and everything and shit like that, and so she act like she never wrestled anybody or had any feuds with anybody and shit like that. So it's like she started from press. I guess it's supposed to follow the joke or whatever though, but that kind of threw me off. So
man, somebody is really getting carried away with that creative control back there.
For real. So, Tony Storm defeated Layla Gray. That was like the first match of the pre-show. Then in the pre-show, you had Jeff Jarrett versus QT Marshall. Jeff Jarrett won. Jeff Jarrett kind of teased about making an announcement this week about his career, so possible retirement. We don't know. So stay tuned to that. Also, you had an 8-man tag team match to determine. I think it was determined number one contenders for the tag team belts. It was Lio Rush and Action Andretti versus Lance Archer and Brian Cage versus the Outrunners versus Top Flight. And Lio Rush and Action Andretti. Well, actually, it was my bad. It was an 8-man tag team match. It was Lio Rush, Action Andretti, and Lance Archer and Brian Cage versus Outrunners and Top Flight. So it was a 4-on-4 match. My bad. So, but Lio Rush, Action Andretti, and Lance Archer and Brian Cage won that match. So now main card. First match, Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher, semifinals of the Continental Classic. This is a good start of the show. Early on, Ospreay is fucking bleeding, and like this motherfucker is like fucking pouring blood, like beyond Moxley style, like, and I'm like, fuck. So yeah, but great match. Very good. Will Ospreay won. So that put him into the semifinals of some of them to the finals of Continental Classic for the Continental Championship. So good match. I mean, Ospreay delivers. Kyle Fletcher is on the come up, so it's pretty good. What's your opinion?
I didn't get to watch this one, so when I went back and looked at the highlights, it seemed like they was moving fast as hell. So, it seemed like they was a pretty quick pace. Somebody had Ospreay's his Crimson Mask as a thumbnail on their video, so that was one thing to take away. That was rough. I got no problem with the result. I probably would have went the same way with it.
Yeah, I agree. So, and especially building up to. Go ahead.
No, I won't say that. My bad.
Okay, you good. But I felt that it was a good result. Yeah, I agree with the result, especially with going into the next match on who will win that. So right afterwards, you had the other semifinals match for the Continental Classic, Kazuchika Okada, who was the Continental champion, against Ricochet. Decent match. Ricochet is like definitely whoever started the 999 hey your ball chants. They was wilding, dog. They was fucking wilding.
Yeah, that was funny as hell.
Yeah, so good match. Okada won. Putting him in a Continental Championship match against Will Ospreay later on in the night. Post match, Swerve, who kept his promise, he said that he better win, and if he don't, that he gonna embarrass him. Wait. One thing I wanted to go back on. During the match, there was a spot where this nigga Okada was going off the ropes and everything and shit, like he was about to do something, and then this nigga just stopped and slapped the back out of this nigga Ricochet head. Had me in fucking tears, bro. I just smacked him in the back of the head. So, but okay, post match. So, Swerve comes out. Said he said he's gonna put on his promise and embarrass him. Prince Nana comes out with fucking wagging the fucking toilet paper because they've been throwing toilet paper at him during the matches, before the matches and shit like that. So he passed it out to everybody in the front row and shit, and on the count of three, wish him a happy new year, and they throw him do a 3 count and throw the toilet paper in the ring at him all over him. So, and he's just sitting there looking like a fucking goof. So, yeah. So, but I previously said on the last episode, like, I hated that he I said that the only way for him to look better was for him to win this whole thing, and I figured putting him against Okada, like, oh yeah, he not beating Okada. If they was ballsy, I would put on that, but he's not beating Okada. So I was like, yep, and they about to do something to make him look bad, and then here we go again. So
yeah, all right. Yeah. So next up, we had our Tijuana Street Fight.
Yep. Mariah May versus Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's Championship. Women's World Championship.
Yeah. I think the only note that I had was pinata full of thumbtacks. That's like a golden rule. If you ain't that a wrestling trope? If you set out the thumbtacks, you're probably the one going through them, or is that with tables? I forget what the wrestling trope is, but there's something. If you set up the weapon, you're gonna get it used on you.
Yeah, it's usually that one. It's always with the thumbtacks. So it seems like every time with the thumbtacks, when whoever pours it out, they end up. And granted, she did.
Yeah.
So like, but yeah. So yeah, and then of course, Mariah May was taunting Thunder Rosa's dad, who was in the crowd, and took his cane and shit. But yeah, so Mariah May came out with the win over Thunder Rosa. It was a decent match. What you think?
I thought it was cool. It was better than the NXT Underground match. You know, that's always gonna. Yeah. That's always gonna. You know. Yeah. That's a plus in my book.
Of course. So, but yeah. I just want to see, because at this point, I'm still not big on Mariah May's title run right now. But if they can give her some better competition, then we see how it go. But other than that, I'm pretty much kind of waiting on to see who next up to get the title at this point. So, next match, you had the AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring match. MJF versus Adam Cole. This match was it wasn't compared to what they had last year at All In. This was like a downgrade to me. And also I think because of the fatigue of the this feud, and like this feud kind of fell off because granted each man was injured, and so that kind of derailed the story where they wanted to be. But yeah, I mean, this match was probably one of the weaker matches of the card. MJF ended up winning. He played off like because he had who was that? Matt Taven and Mike Bennett was guarding the Dynamite Diamond Ring, so MJF don't use it, and so MJF faked like they attacked him. He just smacked himself on the steps and shit, and the ref turned around and thought played off like they attacked him, and so he threw him out the ring. So he threw him out of the from the side to the back, and so that gave MJF the opportunity to get the Dynamite Diamond Ring, and so he ultimately used that. He beat Adam Cole. Post match, he jumps Adam Cole, and then Roger Strong returns and attacks MJF, and then MJF runs off. Then Kyle O'Reilly comes out with MJF, throws him back in the ring, and they all pretty much jump MJF. So like 3/4 of the Undisputed Era are reunited back together. I gotta say, this whole storyline was just like this whole play out was just. I hope that we're done with this because I'm over MJF versus Adam Cole at this point because I don't want to see no more MJF versus Adam Cole matches. So, yeah, and then all of this to have Kyle O'Reilly feud with Adam Cole, and then now they're all friends together and shit like that. I'm over it. I'm over it. So, what you think?
Same. But hopefully we done with this matchup for a while. It was all right.
Yeah.
Started slow. I started checking out. I paid attention to the finish. I ain't have no real issue with the finish. It was just like we've seen this matchup a lot, man. It's always exactly.
Yeah, and then another thing, like this nigga won the fucking ring every fucking year. Like at this point, why are we having a whole? Because you start off having a battle royal, and then the last two people in the battle royal take on each other to determine who take on MJF for the ring. This shit is redundant.
Yeah.
How many like? It is. It's fucking stupid. I mean, with all the fucking belts they have, like we still treating this like it's something, even though we know every year is the same fucking result. MJF winning the fucking ring because, of course, he uses the ring. Like, come on now. Like, we gotta retire that fucking ring, man. At this point, man, just let him have the damn ring. Why you gotta fucking defend the ring every year and shit, man? Like, we forget about the ring until he actually used the shit to win. Whenever he do. So, like, it's irritating. So, anyways, next match we had Konosuke Takeshita versus Powerhouse Hobbs for the AEW International Championship. Good match. It was better than the last match, honestly. Takeshita came out with the win. It's good to see Powerhouse back from injury and everything. So, and this was a solid match. And Takeshita, he's somebody that's on the rise for me right now. I'm interested to see what they do with him because I feel like he somebody that's been on the come up for a while and has some key wins, and then I think turning him heel, was a good move. So, but yeah, what you think?
I thought it was cool. Like I said, it was good to see Powerhouse back. What was that? The one note. I think I had. Oh, the mic. What was up with the crowd mic? Did you notice that?
Yeah. There's I didn't. Yeah, there was. I don't understand what was going on with that.
Yeah. Other than that, like Powerhouse Hobbs is he's becoming a way better performer. You like to see it. You got to see it.
Yeah. So definitely so. And I feel like he should be getting gold again at some point soon. So, the rate he's going. So, after that, okay. Before we start, I just gotta say, this is probably like one of the best back-to-back match runs of AEW events because like the next two matches that I'm about to discuss, like hands down were the two matches of the night. And the next match, Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander for the AEW TBS Championship. This is their second match, which was better than the first match. And that's kind of hard to do with a lot of matches these days. Like, the chemistry with these two was just fucking amazing. And like, this was also, they said, was the longest AEW women's match, I think it said too. Because it was pretty. They gave him time. But man, Mercedes Moné is the best fucking women's wrestler out here. I ain't gonna hold you up. Like the fucking 7 Amigo. The 7, not 3 Amigos, 7. She needs 7 of them motherfuckers, dog. I'm like, dog. And Statlander.
It's times like this. Oh, my bad. It's times like this that where Mercedes Moné, she justifies, a lot of the hype that she brought coming into AEW. Like for a minute, it felt overblown, but as we said, like she's not going to let you down in the ring.
No, she delivers every match. Like she delivers, like on her end, she gonna give you a match. Like man, like she's killing it. Like, but great match. She did this cold ass fucking pin. And so she won. She retains the TBS championship. I ain't gonna hold you up. It was a great match. I would have been okay if they decided to give it to Statlander because that wouldn't have hurt Mercedes Moné at all because she delivered in that match though. But I get it. You want to keep making Mercedes Moné look strong. She won it. That again. That was like the match of the night, like top 2, and I don't think it was 2. But great match. I would like to see them. Now, unlike Adam Cole and MJF, I would like to see these two wrestle again. Cause shit, the first 2 was that good. I'm scared the third would go by top the first 2. Yeah. Especially if it's Statlander come out with the win. So like, I would like to see them fight again. Like I keep going with that one. They can run that back for sure. The next match, Okada versus Ospreay for the Continental Championship. Man, I mean, come on, man. It's Ospreay and Okada, man. Like,
right? What you expect, man? These niggas is these guys, man.
Right, come on now. Just the names alone, like they're not about to let you down. They're not about to let you down. You about to get a fucking Meltzer 5-star out of that motherfucker, man. Duh, like you know it. Duh, man. Nigga,
this is one of the matches.
Meltzer was probably at home. Huh?
This is one of the matches where if you didn't get your drink in time between the Mercedes Moné and Statlander match, you fucked up.
Yes, absolutely. You were supposed to do that during the MJF Adam Cole match. That's what you were supposed to do. That was when you were supposed to do that, man. Like, man, for real. Because, boy, man, they delivered. Especially after both of them wrestled it earlier in the night. And fucking Ospreay was bloody and shit earlier. Like, man.
He came out. He came out looking a mess, bro.
Yeah. Man. So, but man, go back and fucking watch. Like I said, them 2 matches go back and fucking watch though. But Ospreay, Okada retains the.
I seen these 2.
You said, well,
I watched. I went back and watched these. For people.
I'm talking about the.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about the people who go back and watch these. But Okada, he wins. He retains. He wins the Continental Classic, and he retains his title. So, and post match, Christopher Daniels says he can't present him the Continental Classic belt because he's no longer the EVP, and so he brings out the EVP, which happens to be Kenny Omega. And so Kenny Omega comes out. And he hands Okada the belt. Of course, a face-off teasing to what's to come. So coming soon, a Meltzer Classic.
Another Meltzer Classic. Omega part 19,000, 20,000. Like, man.
So that was a hell of a match, and that was a good little teaser to for what's to come. So we need that match, so we need that shit. So
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so the main event, you had a fatal 4-way for the AEW World Championship, which we still haven't seen since since like October. So, you had Jon Moxley versus Orange Cassidy versus Jay White versus Hangman Adam Page. A lot of mayhem, a lot of carnage. I mean, there's no disqualification. So, I mean, of course, Ospreay gonna get help for. Not Ospreay. Moxley gonna get help from his from Death Riders, and of course, things is gonna be weapons gonna be used, all sorts of stuff. Speaking of blood, it was a lot of blood tonight. By the way, it was a whole lot of blood. In between what Will Ospreay bleeding, and then I didn't mention fucking MJF and Adam Cole was both fucking bleeding. So and then and so then Moxley was bleeding from the back of his head and shit. So I'm like, man, there's a lot of blood tonight, man. This they was heavy on the blood. So and Thunder Rosa and fucking Mariah May. So, but yeah, a lot of blood. So what is that? Of course, some false finishes. Jay White come up close to pinning Moxley, and then Wheeler Yuta hit the referee before he hit the 3 count. Then he hits him with the switchblade, and then Marina Shafir gets in the ring, and then he hits her with a switchblade. Then Wheeler Yuta helps fucking Moxley and shit. Moxley come out with the win, which we seen that coming. I didn't think it was gonna be any different. And then of course they jump everybody and shit. And then next thing you know, FTR comes out. Okay, FTR out. All right. I know they supposed to. They got Fight for the Fallen Wednesday in Asheville, North Carolina, their hometown. So, okay, cool. They come out and everything, and then on the screen it flashes rated FTR, and then here comes Adam Copeland, and Adam Copeland, who we haven't seen since AEW Revolution when he broke his leg against Malachi Black in that cage match. So Adam Copeland is back and back healthy, and he came out. They came out and attacked Death Riders, and then they get the scurrying off and everything. And then Adam Copeland trying to get his mic to work. He get like shit not working, and then they had to switch and everything and shit like that. So, but pretty much he said we trying to take over everything. So I guess they're gonna be fighting Death Riders. I guess starting Wednesday at Fight for the Fallen. So it's a 6-man match. Death Riders versus I guess rated FTR. I guess they cute with it, whatever. So, but what's your opinion on how the outcome to end and returning?
Generally, I thought it was a cool match. It was it couldn't top 2 before it.
No, it couldn't.
Adam Copeland coming back was pretty dope. I was a fan of that part. Generally, I thought this match did what it was supposed to do. Moxley bleeding, which is crazy because I don't think this was like super intentional for him to bleed this time, but he still ended up bleeding.
So,
nice little final finale to the end of the night. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, a cool little touch up. So, all right, man. Overall, it was a decent. Like, it's just hard because that last match couldn't top the previous 2, even 3 matches right before it. So that's really hard to do because like them the last 2 them other 2 matches could have been the main event, but because you had Adam Copeland returning, that was kind of supposed to be this the surprise and everything. But yeah, overall decent match. Decent event. Kudos to them for making it short. Like I wasn't like they wasn't dragging it out for real. So it actually kind of went through a little faster than the usual AEW event. So
yeah, oh yeah, good time. Not the best match, not the best AEW event they had this year, but still, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, it was decent.
Yeah, all right. What y'all think out there? Did y'all catch World's End? Let us know. Give us some feedback.
Yeah. So let us know what y'all thought about that. So, yep. So that's it for AEW at World's End. So, let's see what else I got. Before we get to the oldies,
there is something I do have to do real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, folks. Stocking Cap Stu here, and when I'm not confined to my bedroom with a fairly moderate back injury, I'm encouraging you to listen to the Stu Lee podcast. If your back hurts, that's a good time for you to listen to the Stu Lee podcast. We're available everywhere podcasts are normally found, except Apple Music. For now, we'll be over there in the soul. We'll be over there. Now, I can't even think of a good excuse right now, but we everywhere else. Go check us out on Spotify. Go pull us up on YouTube and leave a random comment like that one person did. You go ahead and check us out. StuandLee313@gmail.com. Email us questions, comments. If you hate the audio quality, if you like the audio quality, you want us to do more remote shows, if you pay us, give us 2 locations and we'll just do remote from those 2 locations. How about that? Is that a good one? I think that's a pretty good one. You want one of us at Comerica Park and the other one at MGM Casino? We could do that.
All right.
Yeah. Right. All right. Yeah. All right. So now we get that out the way.
Yep. So let's get into the oldies.
Yeah. All right.
This is what we're all here for today, right?
Hold up. We gotta get it a second. I gotta play the theme music.
Oh yeah. Yep, there we go.
All right, this is the 2024 second annual of the Year Awards, also known as the OTYs. This is something that me and Lee have decided to do to wrap up the year and some of the goofy shit that we talk about all the time, and we will be recapping mostly stuff that we have covered or that is relevant to the Stu and Lee sphere of relevance. Let's just go with that. Mr. Lee, do you have anything else? The criteria goes, we name nominees and we will actively talk about who deserves the award, and we will come to a consensus, and whoever wins the consensus, they're your Odie winner.
Yeah, pretty much. And also, this is the OT Awards, not the OD like the dog from Dartfield. So,
or the overdose award.
No confusion.
That's a whole nother thing.
Whoa!
We're not the overdose awards. No, they are on Apple.
No,
they are on Apple Music.
Exactly. So, so let's start with our wrestling awards, because these were, kind of good transition. We just talked about wrestling. We're gonna get that out the way for y'all, for wrestling fans real quick. So let's start off with we can go from small, like I guess we could build up to the main awards. So I guess let's start with next up award. Oh, Yeah, Next Up Award.
Okay, the Next Up Award is, that is the award that we have decided to give to the wrestler that we think is on the rise, a wrestler that is very close to being, a perennial Wrestler of the Year contender, Match of the Year, Feud of the Year. These are going to be the future of wrestling from where we see. So, Mr. Lee, would you like to? Exactly. Would you like to get going with hit us with the nominees real quick?
Yeah, so our nominees are Joe Hendry, Jada Parker, Trick Williams, Kyle Fletcher. Huh?
No, I was doing the Joe Hendry claps, and I forgot about the delay, so I fucked the joke up. I'm sorry. I ruined the joke.
It's okay. It's okay. Kyle Fletcher, Jacob Fatu, and Obafemi.
Okay. All right. So who will you be taking out of this argument?
Ooh, I ain't gonna hold you up. There's two that I'm back and forth over. Because I feel like both are is like next up to me out of this list. One is Obafemi and the other one is Jacob Fatu. Because I feel like these are two wrestlers that have made an impact in WWE throughout the years. So, and I feel like both are like on the.
Yeah, so mine is probably Jacob Fatu. I was probably going to take that one.
Okay. You know what? I think we're gonna go with Jacob Fatu.
Okay, all right. That sounds pretty good. It's I know CM Punk hates this word, but Jacob Fatu has a really crazy moveset for him to be the size that he is. Like he has a crazy pace. He has a way of making all his shit look physical. Like a lot of his stuff looks very gritty and physical. Great mic work. Like he's not the strongest promo, but he'll say some shit that'll stand out. And the whole fucking praying hands, Selly, like that praying hands taunt, I fuck with that.
Yeah. But and he's been like the X factor of the whole bloodline storyline, like the next level and everything and stuff like that. Like he kind of like, in my opinion, he turned it up a whole nother notch when they inserted him in the whole into the whole situation. So So, but I feel like Jacob Fatu is a future champion. Like he's going. You had to put him. He like if you the face off and the face offs, and he didn't had like so many people you want to see him take on. You see him versus Gunther, him versus Brian Breaker, him versus fucking man, like it's anybody. Shit, like,
you can get him versus Obafemi down the line.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, for real. And shout out to Obafemi too, because I feel like he is on the come up too. Number two. Man. I feel like yes, it was very, very close. So, like both of them really with some standouts throughout the year, definitely delivered their matches. So so shout out to them for sure. Next we have event of the year.
All right. Event of the year is mostly wrestling events. Yeah, all wrestling events, I believe. Yeah. I didn't keep much track of the UFC events to really be ranking them this year. But I think we'll just keep this an exclusive to wrestling, if that's okay. So wrestling event of the year. Mr. Lee, your nominees, please.
We have SummerSlam War Games. SummerSlam Survivor Series War Games, NXT Heatwave, AEW Revolution, AEW Dynasty, AEW All In, and WWE WrestleMania 40. I ain't gonna hold you up. It was nothing bigger than WrestleMania 40 this year.
Nah,
to be quite honest,
it wasn't close. As much as I want to go another way, I don't think this one was that close.
It was good events, but this was a landslide. This is unanimous here. I mean, like, nigga, WrestleMania 40 was like, man, one of the greatest. Like, it built it, like it delivered. You know, it delivered to all the hype up to it. So, like, to the point I had people that like non-wrestling. People I know that don't watch wrestling asking me about what's going on with this and what's up, especially with The Rock being involved and everything, stuff like that. Like, there was no event better than this. Cody finished his story. Like, this was just like, this had it all.
All right, Stu Lee did a fucking live watch along that it was very, very mediocre in quality. We did it. Yeah, that was 40. That was 40. To those that are wondering how come it jumps from 39 to 41 in the catalog, that's why. Because 40 was a live watch.
Yep, that's why. Yep. So you go on our Stu Lee page in the watch chat. So if you feel like it. So
Stu Lee on Facebook. That's up there.
Yeah, and I realized that it's WrestleMania 40, episode 40. That's why. That's why.
Wow, pure coincidence. We didn't plan that.
Yeah, pure. We did not. We did not at all. Yeah. So.
Congratulations, WrestleMania
40, man, for real. So, next we have feud of the year: Cody versus Roman, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Swerve versus Hangman, and Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley.
I'm interested to see which way you gonna lean on this one.
I ain't gonna hold you up. All these is great, but I'm kind of swifting towards Punk versus Drew.
Oh, it's between that one and Liv versus Rhea for me.
Yeah, but I think I'm starting to get fatigue of the Liv versus Rhea. Like,
it's going on a while. I give you that one.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while. Versus Punk versus Drew, this was like a build up throughout the year, and it went through like social media, and like it was so many elements of that rivalry. Like, you had fucking Punk taking a picture, not Punk. You had Drew McIntyre taking a picture with Jack Perry. Like, that was wild. Like, until he had to take it down. Like, this nigga taking a picture with Punk Ops and shit. Like, that was like, it was like, and then they had 3 matches that delivered. The third one, the fucking Hell in a Cell, fucking delivered. So, but that was kind of my match of the year. What you think? I mean, feud of the year.
So the thing is, the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre beef feud was it got to the point where it started to transcend just wrestling, like you said. Like, I think the standout moment for me was when CM Punk got hurt when he tore his fucking bicep, and Drew went and did them fucking t-shirts. And Drew went and did them shirts. Them shirts was that might have been it, man. Yeah. That might have been a defining moment for me.
Drew was top tier trolling this year. Like, that shit was fucking hilarious. Like, dog, like, this nigga posted, like, talking about the player haters ball and shit, and all that shit, dog. Like, this nigga Drew was like on with it. But like, it transcends social media, and then also can't forget about WrestleMania 40 when this motherfucking Drew won and Punk pretty much, caused them the title and shit and get it cashed in on by Damian Priest. So, like, that was fucking, like, it was so much this year. And then, like, with Punk hurt, they kept the rivalry going. They kept the storyline going throughout the year. So by the point where Punk was healthy, you was ready for the matches, and they delivered.
Yep. Yeah. So CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, congratulations, y'all.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, that is our feud of the year. All right. Yep. So next we have best tag team. Best tag team. We only have a few.
Yeah. Thin. It's thin this year.
Yeah. So, but it's on the come up though. It's on the ride. Hopefully next year be a better year for tag teams. Nominees we have are Private Party, the Young Bucks, DIY, and Nathan Frazier and Axiom.
All right, Mr. Lee, who do you have? Who do you have projected on your side? Who do you think should get this?
On my side, I want to say Private Party because I was happy they even won it though, but I felt like they didn't have enough matches. So I gotta say the Young Bucks. So the Young Bucks had a decent run with the tag titles, with the AEW tag titles. I had DIY also because they won it twice and they actually, had a decent run. But I feel like WWE is like just now like getting their like tag. It was during a while where the tag team, was stagnant because they just finally split the undisputed tag titles at WrestleMania with that ladder match. So and then I had Nathan Frazier and Axiom because these motherfuckers then fucked each other up in mid matches and shit and still came out winning. So they done had a lengthy run, and every time I thought they was gonna fucking lose, they end up still somehow winning. So yeah, if I had to choose, it'd probably be Young Bucks.
I'd probably lean that same way. Mostly because the Bucks had more going. Like the Bucks were just they seemed more active on top of solid work. On top of solid performance, it just felt like they had a lot more going on. Like you said, Private Party was my pick, but they just I don't know. It felt like they was missing something this year. It felt like they was missing something to really put them over the top.
Yeah, I agree. So Young Bucks. We'll give it to Young Bucks. Congratulations,
Young Bucks. All right. Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations.
Right. Yeah. Next up, we have Best Female Wrestler. We have
tough year for that
Toni Storm. I know, very tough year. We have Toni Storm, who had a lengthy run at the AEW Women's Championship. And also hell of a character work. We have Mercedes Moné, who has been delivering match by match, and is the current TBS champion and current New Japan Strong Women's champion. We have Athena, who has been having a lengthy run, like for 2+ years as the Ring of Honor Women's champion. Mm-hmm. We have Roxanne Perez, who has had a great run at the NXT Women's Championship. And her at her age to be one of the best in the company. We have Io Sky, who also delivered match by match this year. Also had one of the best matches of the year with Bayley. And had a great run for the women's with the women's WWE Women's Championship. We have Bayley, who had a decent run as a women's champion. Once she defeated Io Sky. We have Rhea Ripley, who has been a fucking fan favorite and also had her run at the women's world championship. And even with injury at times, she came back bigger, better, and stronger. So we have Tiffany Stratton, who's been on the come up, who is the current Money in the Bank winner. You have Nia Jax, who has had a great run with the women's champion and still current WWE women's champion. And we have Liv Morgan, who is the current women's world champion. So who has been actually delivering and also beat Becky Lynch to win that belt. So this is a very stacked and I had like I said, I named the accolades, each one of them on how each one of them could be the winner of this. But when it comes to it, we have to choose one. And I think you and I might be on the same page of this one.
All right, go ahead. Let it rip.
Mercedes Moné.
Yeah. Yep. There it is. There it is. As of at World's End, I think that sealed it. That sealed it for me.
That sealed it for me at this point. I was like, that was like the clincher right there. Like, hands down, like she has delivered. Like match since season came to AEW. Like whatever you can say about the promos or the build up to these matches, when it comes to and even the matches in New Japan, like Mercedes Moné killed it. She fucking killed it. Like that's our winner. What can we say? I mean, congratulations to Mercedes Moné. That's our winner for best female. Best male. Best male. Let's see.
Best male wrestler.
Okay, best male wrestler. We have Cody Rhodes, current WWE World Champion. Or WWE Champion. We have Roman Reigns, who was the champion for what, four years. Lengthy run. So and still even with it took a hiatus and came back. uses PTO time and came back and came back and jumped right back into it. You got Seth Rollins, who came through injuries and delivered in matches. He had his run. He was the inaugural world WWE world heavyweight champion. You have Gunther, who proceeded after all of them, who is the current world heavyweight champion. You have Swerve Strickland, who historically became the first Black AEW world champion this year and also delivered match by match, and who was our reigning winner from last year. We have Bryan Danielson, who as in his last year as a full-time wrestler, delivered with fucking 5-star classic matches. Like, who was flawless with it. One of them against the next person, Will Ospreay, who we talked about, who had one of the best matches of the night and also delivered some of the best matches of the year. And also had runs with the, and this was through New Japan and into AEW. So wrestling at both because he came in mid-year. So you had Damian Priest, who had a great run with who elevated his game and had a great run with the World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk, who's injured or not injured, has been a part of conversation and been a factor this year and everything, and also a fan favorite, who had a great year. And last but not least, I have Obafemi, who has been dominant in AEW and is continuing to dominate and probably about to take over even into the next year in NXT. So that's our nominations. This one is a tough one. Stu, what you think?
I'm leaning Will Ospreay. I'm leaning Ospreay.
Will Ospreay? Ospreay? Okay, you know what? I gotta agree with you. I agree with you. Like, as far this is kind of like the case with and Cody, I put it close, and like a lot of people say Cody and everything, but Cody's his rivalries was hit and miss once he won the title. Like, he had a great thing with AJ. The Gunther match was decent, and then now with Kevin Owens and everything, though. But as far as Ospreay has put on classics. Like he has put on he hasn't missed on when it comes to matches. Like he's like the male Mercedes Moné. So if you want to put it like that, like he like everything we say about Mercedes Moné match wise, copy paste or Will Ospreay. If y'all think you would agree with that. Yeah, so our male wrestler of the year, Will Ospreay.
Yeah. At Will did really sealed the deal for him and Mercedes Moné.
It definitely did.
It was hard to top that, and it wasn't like a recency bias type thing. It was just they were really good matches.
Yes, like throughout the year, they've delivered high quality matches. So and consistently. So anytime you see Ospreay wrestling or Mercedes Moné wrestling, you know you got to watch it because you're going to get a hell of a match. So you know they're going to perform top tier. So all right. So next week, and is this the last one we have?
For wrestling or we got
wrestling. That's the last match of the year, right?
Yeah.
You got best
this is a big one. Yep, match of the year.
Match of the year. All right, we have Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 40. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood. Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson at AEW All In. Darby Allin and Sting versus Young Bucks versus the Young Bucks for the Tag Team Championships. Sting's last match at AEW Revolution. Io Sky versus Bayley, WrestleMania 40. And the War Games match. Men's War Games match. Oh, and I want to add this as a late one. Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, you better add that shit.
Yeah. So that's for sure added. So I could add so many, but that was like a at the buzzer match of the year candidate. That was last second with the shot clock going out.
Wasn't in our plan.
That was one of those. It wasn't. So but we had to throw that in. So but shit. What do you go with, man, Stu?
I'm gonna pull a classic move, and I'm gonna say Cody and Roman. The build up and the meaning, all of that behind that. I don't think any other match really had that much build and that much justified. It's probably one of the only times I will pick story and character work over actual wrestling. It's kind of hard to top that, man.
You're right. That match made you feel something. That match, there was a lot of emotions with that match. This was it was a heavy build. Everything Cody had to go through to get to that. It was everything you could ask for out of a WrestleMania match. And up there, it's gonna be up there as one of the greatest WrestleMania matches in history. Even with everyone that interfered, it was just, man, seeing Cena, Rock involved, the Usos involved, you had the Seth Rollins involved, Undertaker, it was one of them. It was one of the matches that you had it made you feel how you felt when you was younger as a kid, while enjoying wrestling. It was one of those nostalgia moments, that kind of it reminded you of why you love wrestling. Not just because of the, not just of the, the wrestling was good. I mean, the wrestling was good. Of course, they delivered, but the story, that's one thing about wrestling that had me invested is stories. You tell a story, and they told a hell of a story and lengthy story. And Cody, he finished his. He got to where he needed to be, somewhere he wasn't, his father wasn't able to accomplish. So that, I agree, would be match of the year, hands down. And that was the one that had everybody talking. So yeah, match of the year. WrestleMania 40 main event. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns too. So that's our match of the year.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So we agree on that one. All right. So let's go to the non-wrestling what you call this. Even though there's a couple wrestling ones that's in this one, so it's kind of a segue, of awards.
Yeah.
So kind of transition.
I mean, it's gonna pop up. We put wrestling into everything. So just if you've been listening this long, you know what it is. You know how it go.
Yeah. So beef of the year. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Cody Rhodes versus the Bloodline. Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. And Cat Williams versus everybody.
I wish it's some good shit on this list, but I don't think that anybody is coming close to the one we talked about earlier this year and earlier before we start recording. Like Drake and Kendrick Lamar is some that is some very, very thick cut type of beef right there, man.
Yeah, that was
I don't I don't think like there are some good ones on that list. Like I said, there are some really good ones on that list, and I don't know. I had half a brain to add Ronnie versus Famous on that list. But no, Kendrick and Drake we gonna be talking about this shit next year for some reason, man. Like,
still, they're going into next year, especially because Kendrick he had dropped the album a couple months ago, and then Kendrick and SZA going on tour, and then he's still going to Toronto. Like, it's a lot to that, man. We still ain't really heard Drake this shit for real, other than fucking go on streams and shit and be a fucking weirdo and shit, man. Like, this was definitely the feud of the year, hands down. Like, man, like this had everybody going. Like when spring came in, man, like that's when it just took over. So like, feud of the year, Drake versus Kendrick, hands down.
Not much comes close, man. There's some good beefs on that list, but yeah, Drake and Kendrick started some Tom and Jerry shit, man. Like this is some shit that's gonna be. Yeah, this is like a fundamental. Like these niggas created Bloods and Crips, man. Like this is something different.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we got.
Yeah, that's what we got that one.
Kendrick Lamar, don't go too far. Don't leave the stage. Don't go away too far. You might be called back up here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, right. Yeah, go too far. You might have another one on the way. So, all right. Show of the year.
Okay.
Yes, we have our we have this is what we came down to. Power, Book 2, Book 2, Ghost. Power, Book 3, Raising Kanan. Abbott Elementary, X-Men 97, and House of the Dragon.
Yeah. So we're gonna put a disclaimer on this. These are mostly shows that we watched and kept up with. So this might seem a little odd to y'all. It might not be what y'all pick, but we watch a lot of wrestling, and most of the shit that I was watching earlier this year was Stars. So yeah. Hey, did you put BMF on that list?
Oh yeah, I forgot to put BMF in there. I forgot to put BMF. Oh yeah, BMF and We'll Throw Love Is Blind in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got to because still trying to fulfill my obligations to Netflix allegedly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So those are our nominees. Stu, what you think?
Ooh, I feel like it was. I feel like it was Raising Kanan. Raising Kanan is probably gonna be my vote, but Ghost ended very well. I did not expect that out of that last episode. I don't know. I think I'm a lean Raising Kanan.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Raising Kanan with you on that one because that one this past season kind of it got me to the point where kind of like I felt like that was the best spinoff out of all of like even with book 2. Like I was mixed. I had mixed, feelings about how book two ended and everything though, but like Raising Kanan had me intrigued from the whole season, and then putting Ronnie into the whole that lit up that rest in peace, Ronnie, man.
We put him in memorial.
Yep, in a memorial. Yep. Like that was like that had that definitely had our like creative juices flowing and shit. Like got excited talking about Ronnie and shit. Like, every week it was like, yep. We didn't want this season to end at this point, so but I agree. We got so I gotta go with book. I gotta go with book 3, Raising Kanan.
Yeah, so, that is best villain out of all of them. Like Ronnie was a motherfucker, man. It was crazy. The best part of it was the fact that like I get it. Like I totally get why he was so menacing, and fuck, that was a good season. Like Ghost was good, but Raising Kanan was better storytelling all the way through.
Yeah.
So
let's see.
Raising Kanan, Ronnie, come up here and get your trophy. You hand it to him. You hand him that motherfucker. I ain't going close to it.
You ain't going to. Okay, got you.
Hell no.
All right. Let's see. We didn't put this in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in there because I felt like it's a category we could throw in there though, but hands down, there's pretty much one winner to this. Song of the Year is Not Like Us.
Yes. Yep. No nominees. No other nominees needed to be announced or anything. Yeah.
That was good songs and everything like that, but I mean, come on, man. We know what everybody was. What's the point of even just adding other songs in there as concessions here? Well, I mean, we could have threw $1 Million Baby in there though, but like, come on, man. There's only one song that just took over this whole.
Nah, $1 Million Baby was good till about late April. And once this shit fired up, it was over. It was a wrap for anybody else. Like, okay, what you not gonna pick Kendrick Lamar? Not Like Us. Okay, what we gonna go with? Euphoria. What we gonna do? TV Off. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, he got most of the top 10 categories this year. Like, he's putting out bangers. I don't know, maybe Like That. But guess who was on that song too?
Yeah, Like That. Oh, Kendrick, right? Yeah. So like, it don't matter. Yeah. Kendrick's song was gonna win, but let's go with the one that just like it took over the whole fucking world.
Exactly.
So that one is.
Yep.
Yeah. So that one is
that's all that shut.
Yep. So
this is Kendrick Lamar's second Odie and the second of the night.
All right, next we have producers of the year because we got to show love to producers. So
yeah.
We got Alchemist, Mustard, Hit Boy, Metro Boomin, and Cardo.
I am leaning Mustard, man. This nigga did it twice. This nigga did it. He came up with two bangers. Like,
yeah, that TV. He came out hard and took over. Like, and I put Metro and Alchemist. Like all of them are great. Like they're some of my favorite producers. Like all of them. But but if it was any close, like Metro and Alchemist would have been close on that one because Alchemist. He with his joint albums with a lot of rappers and everything, and also he produced Meet the Grams. So
he
have a year. So and then Metro Boomin, of course, with him and Future, We Don't Trust You, and We Still Don't Trust You. Like
PBL
Metro being Metro. BBL Drizzy. Oh yeah, of course BBL Drizzy, man. Can't forget that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. But I mean, when you make the one of the hardest fucking yeah, I mean, come on, man. Get your word, Muster, man. Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm saying Kendrick Lamar. Like, if you worked on Kendrick shit, you're probably on this list. You're probably a front runner. That's the only way around it.
Absolutely. And funny is, yeah, I think actually, yeah. At some point, Kendrick worked with damn near everybody on this list. So, for sure. All right. Best rap album. I ain't gonna hold you up. This one is tough too. And I'm interested to see what your opinion on this. So, we have Tyler the Creator, Chromacopia, Kendrick Lamar, GNX, Schoolboy Q, Blue Lips, Vince Staples, Dark Times, Future and Metro Boomin, We Don't Trust You, 21 Savage, The American Dream, and Big X The Plug, Take Care.
Man. So I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm voting Chromacopia mostly because Tyler is a hell of a songwriter, man. Like, he was covering some topics on that album that were very real and relevant and shit that rappers don't really talk about. Like, it was pretty refreshing. It was like it was another exhibition of how great of a musician Tyler the Creator is. Like, he had everything. He had your bangers. He had your real, like, actual songs. He had the shit that you got to listen to the lyrics of, and he had your collabs. Like, no, he covered it all. I think Chromacopia is my vote.
Okay.
Oh, we got a disagreement coming. Oh, what you got?
No. You kind of. I'm gonna build this up. All right. So these are some great albums. A lot of these is like my favorites of the year. I connected with Blue Lips. I connected with Dark Times. We Don't Trust You had fucking bangers. Savage started off the year. Big X The Plug is one of my favorites upcoming. Like, you know.
That shit was a good album. But, that was a really good album.
It was very good. It was very good. Tyler and Kendrick came out like a month apart. And then when them two came out back to back, I was like, this is neck and neck for the, you know, best albums of the year. And Kendrick did his thing on this album. This was definitely one of the top tiers. Not one of his best albums, but as far as the year and everything, the fucking energy and everything and stuff like that, like kudos to him. And as much as I love Kendrick, I'm sorry, I gotta go with you with Tyler. Tyler, the whole market strategy of like the whole rollout of Chromacopia like had me excited. Like, first of all, we wasn't expecting him to drop an album. He usually drop odd number years. So for him to like not follow that tradition and actually, you know, come out earlier than expected, especially at the last album project was he came out with the deluxe edition instead of a whole new album, even though the deluxe edition was great. But this album, yeah, I connected with this too well. Like Tyler, his production is top tier, bro. His production is top fucking tier. Like, his production, like I said it before, his production make you feel. And like you said, he rapped and talked about relatable shit that rappers don't normally talk about. Like, you had all sorts of emotions throughout that. He had we had just your sticky and thought I was dead. You had that energy going, and then you had the Judge Judy and you had the take your mask off. You had that going. Like, it's different. It's different energies going throughout there, though, but you connect with each and every one of them. So, and great features. Great hidden features. Tyler has evolved and continued to evolve. He is like the greatest like evolution story in music for me that I've seen. One of the greatest, like, and I enjoy like every time he comes out with something, you know, he's about to top the last project. Like, yeah, Tyler hands down. Tyler is the album of the year. I ain't gonna hold you up. He's the album of the year. So for sure.
Hard to get around that one.
It is. So we forgot to add one more. Should have had Artist of the Year, but I think we can like
just give Kendrick another trophy.
Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna, and Tyler would have been my nominees and everything though, but Tyler, we got him at the year. We having that though. Oh yeah, for sure. He would have been running. Yeah, he number 2 for that one. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you up. That's another one, Kendrick. So how many Artist of the Year? Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
come on,
3 for 3.
Yeah.
3 for 3. Bro, over here cleaning up on the oldies, dog.
Yeah, clean up, man. Kendrick, this is your year, man. This is your year, man. Like, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. So yep. So, yeah. So that is that all our oldies?
I think that's it, except for the big 2.
Oh yeah,
we got the big 2. We're gonna do the ones that everybody's been waiting for. Oh yeah. We got W of the year and L of the year. Let's go ahead and say the best for last.
W. Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, L of the year is gonna be the last, right? Or is it the W?
Yep. The W of the year first, and we're gonna bring it home with L.
All right. So W of the year, who do we got?
So, our nominees for W of the year. Well, W of the year. Let's give it a quick. Let's pad the time a little bit. W of the year is the person that generally had the most successful year, be it comedy, be it career path, sports, wrestling. I don't know. Maybe you just cooked somebody. Maybe you roasted somebody super hard, and it had us laughing, and you made the list. You know, it's who we think you had the most trending upward year out of everybody. So let's see. My nominations are Kendrick Lamar, obviously. We have Cody Rhodes for finishing his story. We have Donald Trump is up here. Look. Technically, this was a big one because this was another one of them where he was projected not to win, and then he won by a notable margin and shut everybody up. So a win is a win.
He ain't winning.
Nah, probably not. Probably not.
No, just be blessed you got nominated, motherfuckers.
Exactly. Who else do we have? Alex Pereira's on here for the whole hold my beer knockout thing. All right, that was pretty crazy. Yeah. Ryan Garcia was up here, but then he got crossed out. He will be showing up on another list.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely.
He will be showing up.
He started off on that, right? So
yeah. So Metro Boomin also for the BBL Drizzy and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got for mine. Anybody else you wanted to mention?
As far as W of the year?
Yeah. Anybody else?
I think that's pretty good as far as everybody I could think of. Yeah. I mean, I mean, I would throw Mahomes in there, but he be winning too much already. So whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think always winning. Anyways, Yeah. We stick with those. Yep.
All right. So let's just we just go call him back up here and give him his next trophy.
Oh, yeah, another. Oh man, he got another one. God damn. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? I mean,
I think this is another one. I think this is.
Come on,
I'm sorry.
Come on, Kendrick.
Yeah, he climbed the shit out of Drake this year, man. It's hard to beat this one. You got a Super Bowl deal off this one. You did Not Like Us 19 times in your own city. You had LeBron trying to hop the gate, trying to get on stage and shit. Like, you turned LeBron into a groupie, bro. You won.
Yeah, right.
Can't beat this one, dog. I'm sorry.
You told him to keep can't. Yeah, that's another for Kendrick. So yeah, so this is gonna be the last one he win this year because he instead of what Kendrick did this year.
Yeah. Can't beat that. Like that's it. So, I don't think that year can be repeated. Not anytime soon.
No. So
all right.
Yep. So now L of the year.
Hold on. Nah. Before this show is over, you thought I wasn't gonna bring out the impression. Nah, I had to come out. I had to bring the impression. You're gonna hear some Barker voice before the end of this year. Nah, we're gonna talk about the L of the year. I'm not on the L of the year. I didn't win a ring, but I'll never be on L of the year. I paid Stu too much money for that. Nah, we gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw it back to Mr. Lee, and he gonna do these categories real quick. I just wanted to get out here. I wanted to do this impression, and now I'm gone. I'm going to the casino. All right. So Barkley voice just pulled a Kanye on us. Oh, give me a couple seconds, please. Couple seconds. I'll be right back. You do a bumper, please.
All right. Hi, this is B. Lee of the Stu Lee podcast, and if you out there listening, if you want to listen to the Stu Lee podcast, or if you're not already out there listening, you know where to find us. You can find us at anywhere you can find podcasts, except Apple Music, because we ain't got there yet. We're working our way there, but not there yet. So, Stu Lee podcast. We here, and look out for more of us in 2024. Over 2025. My bad. New year. Next year.
All right. My bad. I'm back. My bad.
Okay.
Damn. That shit sound way better. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get back into our final category.
All
right. L of the year. So every year there are W's that handed out, and consequently there are L's on the other side of those W's. We have kept track of a lot of the L's that have been given out this year. It's been a crazy rush for that second half of the year, man. Like everybody was trying to get their L. Hey, that shit was kind of wild. At the summer, I think by the time July came around, we thought we had 2 candidates, and it turns out it was like 12 of y'all niggas. So,
man,
y'all doing too much, man. Sit y'all asses down.
Right.
All right. So, I will go through the nominees, and we will. If there's anybody else you want to add, Mr. Lee, feel free to throw them in there. So, without further delay, let's get to it. Drake, obvious first ballot. Obvious gonna be on that list. We got Diddy. Diddy is on that list.
Oh.
Yep. Kamala Harris. Kind of unexpected, but for obvious reasons, she's up there. Yep. Tyler from Love Is Blind. He is going on this list. What type of stupid shit? Matter of fact, like let's put Love Is Blind season 7 in general. Let's give them like that. Yeah, we gonna put all of them on it because that shit was a letdown, bro. That whole season was a letdown. You watched that shit.
It was.
Yeah.
My first time watching. Yeah, that's.
Hell yeah. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them. Both of them, right? Devin Haney is on here twice for two different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia was W of the year until he tested positive and then said some crazy shit about gay people online, and now he's suspended. So, Devin Haney because mostly because his wife wants Young Thug.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah. So the only thing I can think of. Let's see. We have we put the Cowboys on there for some reason. They just obligatory.
Oh, Cowboys on the L of the year every year because they lose.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Meek Mill is on here for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Just
yeah.
Yeah,
Travis Hunter and his girlfriend, both of them are on here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And he don't get a lot of winning this year. Damn.
Yeah.
He's somebody that W and the L of the year. So damn, that's crazy. That's
I know, right?
So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that the phone drop?
Yeah, that's the phone drop.
Oh shit! You getting phone drops for remote phone drops? Ain't that some shit?
That is wild, ain't it?
Yeah.
So
it is. Yep. Okay. So I said Travis Hunter. Am I missing anybody? Fresh and Fit. We can put them on there because they took 2 L's. They got kicked off of Twitch and they got roasted by Drewski. So y'all hold that. I think they got kicked off YouTube this year too. It might be
they did.
I forget. I forget. They get kicked off of shit so often. It's hard for me to keep up. I have a surprise entrance. I have a surprise nomination. Okay. Relationships.
Ooh.
Relationships in general took a terrible 2024. Like just if you not with who you want to be, sit your ass down somewhere. Just go take your ass to therapy. Do what you got to do. Stay out of people's way. And nobody got time for this bullshit, dog. Like you just creating red pill people, right? Male and female. Like you just creating assholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like there's so much we can debate with this. Like there's so many different ways we could go, but the top two are the top two for a very, very significant reason.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's just say you take one of the top two, and I'm gonna argue the other one, if possible.
All right. Okay. Can I get Drake? Drake?
Yeah. You take Drake. I'll take Diddy. Yep.
All right. Yep. All right. So Drake. Yeah. You had a lot of reasons for L of the year. One for being light skinned, first and foremost. That qualifies you. Second, you taunted Kendrick and for years and said little slick shit and everything, and then all of a sudden Future got an idea of you done piss Future off. Like that's wild as hell. You pissed Future off, and Future got to play. Yeah, I'm gonna start some shit this year. Me and Metro, you pissed Metro too, off too. So and they go get your friendly Kendrick, and pretty much jumpstart one of the biggest rivalry, actually the biggest rivalry of the year. Then you come out with your diss track. Okay, you did clever on the first one. Then you the other ones, the other ones you poking the beer and everything and shit. Then Kendrick came out with Euphoria, and that just that kind of shook you a little bit. And then you start getting cocky and everything and shit. I gotta admit, Family Matters was decent. Family Matters was probably it was all right. But then then he took you to therapy with Meet the Grams. So and then Not Like Us, where you just that just did it. So you and then after that you come out with a weak, lackluster ass response to Heart Part 6, which is, taught Kendrick, because Kendrick has the Heart series. And it was a lot of misinformed information, and it was just a dud. It was a big dud. Then after that, you just pretty much, you pretended like it was over and you won, and like, no, nigga, you lost. Then months go by, you decide not to say shit. You pop up on fucking Spanish songs and shit like that and everything, and then you pop up on streams and shit like that, just pretending like you didn't just get killed by Kendrick and Kendrick just taking over. And then all of a sudden you just pop up on these streams and start saying little sassy shit and just getting all sassy and everything. And then you decide like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna sue UMG. I'm gonna sue UMG. I'm not gonna sue Kendrick, the man that's like just embarrassing the shit out of me right now. No, I'm gonna sue my label, because my label could have stopped this shit from happening. Instead of going back in the studio and putting out, better quality fucking diss tracks. No. You deserve your fucking L of the year for this shit. So that is my argument on Drake. So L of the year, and he likes skin. So Stu?
So, I'm being tasked with, oh God, I got Diddy. So I feel like Diddy's L is bigger because he dealing with real life shit, man. Like this is huge. He is like, it's hard to beat being the Black Epstein. And even when you hear people argue it's all fairly dumb shit. He's been the victim of rumors for a long time, and it's not often that we see a lot of these rumors more or less being confirmed. Like he proved so many conspiracy theorists right, to the point where now they're not going to shut up. I would go out and say like him getting into the trouble might have helped Trump win, because a lot of Trump's fans are conspiracy theorists and they believe in the Illuminati and the Boule and all that crazy stuff. So that would be the basis of my argument. And like I say, it's just, he's looking at a lot of time doing some really weird shit. And I don't know. I feel like that trumps Drake shit, but nah, I'm sorry. I can't do it. Drake, L of the year. L of the year. Like, how is Drake L of the year and Diddy is literally looking at 1 million years in prison? Like he got crazy random lawsuits coming out about him, like people just making shit up and attaching his name to it, and it still doesn't beat the fact that you tried to sue your way out of a rap beef, bro. Like that it doesn't beat that, man. Like it can't.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like Diddy's career is over at like a very appropriate crescendo and shit. Drake was still up there, man. I don't know how you recover from this, man. That is very deflating. Like this is tough. I don't know how you beat this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Diddy is definitely runner up for sure. And like neck and neck, and this was very close. But for the I mean, he obvious L of the year life, but because we enjoy the lighter we enjoy the lighter things at Stu Lee podcast, so we don't want to get too dark. So this is why we also give it to Drake. So we don't want to get too dark because he's like
due to the Keenan and Kel clause.
So, the skinny up Keenan, good old Keenan and Kel clause. So to lighten the mood up, we're gonna give it to the light skin nigga. There you go. This man.
I'm sorry. That was a wild one, bro. That was a wild one. He started out winning that battle, and then Kendrick decided to actually drop music, and he didn't stop dropping music until Not Like Us came out, and That was crazy, man. Kendrick created a national anthem on this nigga. How do you beat that?
Yeah, how do you top that? Like, come on now, like it's crazy. Yeah, like you would think because you know a nigga that's really being indicted for being a freaky ass nigga will lose this award to a nigga that got called a freaky ass nigga on the #1 song in
the bro, how do you do that? Yes, that makes the L even bigger, bro. Like no, we got Diddy is looking at real trafficking charges, and it's still not compared to this shit, dog. No, Drake, L of the year, man. L of the year, and you had that shit wrapped up since May, bro. If the Drake and Kendrick thing doesn't happen this year, Diddy wins by a landslide. Right, Diddy wins by a huge margin. All right. Yeah, it's been some L's on this year. It's been a lot of L's handing out this year. Like, it's been some people doing some goofy fuck shit all year. And these two topped it. And I'm sorry, Drake, this is just so... You might not feel the embarrassment because you're probably going through your narcissist thing right now and you already feel like you're at the top of the world and this is just a small stepping stone. But outsider's perspective, bro, you got cooked. You got cooked. You got your fans out here looking stupid trying to defend you. Like you going out ass backwards suing people. You still teaming up with the wrong people. What the Aiden Ross? Really? The fucking live stream dick rider? Like nah, bro. Nah. Everything you've done after this music came out justified why you're the L of the year, bro. Like you just didn't. All you had to do was pull a Meek Mill and just disappear and come back with braids, bro. That's all you had to do. But you already got braids. That shit wouldn't have worked for you.
Nah, he cut it.
He cut him?
Yeah, I think he cut him.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, Drake, congratulations. L of the year,
Hands down. Yeah. You earned this Odie.
Oh, man. On top of the fact that a nigga made a song called BBL Drizzy about you, by the end of the year, you fat.
Yes. Right. And then your weak ass gonna turn around and twist it and shit on fucking that whack ass Sexy Red song and shit, man. Like, no, that was a corny ass fucking shit, man. You and your fucking op list, nigga.
Yeah, the fucking op list. The op list, yeah. I forgot. Yeah. I forgot about that one.
That's another reason why you L of the year.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep. So that's how we leaving out. So Kendrick is gonna do his Michael Jackson pose with all his oldies and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
yep.
Man.
So that's how we.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for listening. Let us know, how do we do with these oldies? It's so many other people we could have put on here. I don't think we added Lil Durk to the list.
Oh yeah,
that was a tough. Yep, that was a tough one. Like it was a lot of loser shit going on. It was a lot of goofy shit that was happening this year. So on to next year. Keep going out there and embarrassing yourself. Hopefully next year isn't as much of a landslide as this year was, because it was only 2 people that was in the running.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, Mr. Lee, you got any New Year's resolutions that you want to throw out there?
Let's see. New Year's resolution. Pretty much mainly try not to keep a lot of things that happened this year in the like not carry a lot of baggage going in this year, going into the new year, kind of get a fresh start, new aspect on things and stuff like that. Try new things, try different things, stuff like that. Just pretty much stay positive and go forward. And also, of course, more try and continue to stay with the Stu Lee podcast, man, and make it bigger and better. And grow from what we're going through. We had a good year this year, even with the little hiatus we took and everything. we got back at it. So
yeah, I agree. This was a pretty good year, all things considered. It was better than last year. Last year was when we first started. This year, we found our groove. I think we understand what makes this show fun and what people actually want to hear, our listeners. Like actually being able to get more of an interactive level. Mixing our personal lives into the show, what like stuff we do, the places we go, like actually incorporating that into the show has been a huge plus for us. The shows we've covered, some of the topics, some of the segments we've come up with, like we've gotten more into the cold opens and the intros and stuff. Like I feel like I feel like that is definitely a part of my list. Like I want to do more. I want to figure out like how we can incorporate video. Right now, the biggest issue is that we just don't have time to be sitting and doing video the way we want to. I know I don't. Like I'm on the move way too much.
Right. Same.
So yeah, this show is definitely a priority. We got a lot of stuff. I want to get more social this year. I want to get more outward. I was working like a motherfucker over the last 2 years. So now that my schedule is changing and kind of getting more into like real world type hours, I'm going to have the ability to do a bit more. So I want to work that in. I want to do more traveling. Yeah, I think that's it. I got to work on some more voices. I probably got to fix this Barkley voice thing. We got to do that a little better. But yeah, for those that don't know, like we it got to a point where I didn't think I was gonna be able to keep doing this show. Like this was a very, very rough year. And I really thought about like, if I take a break now, will this show be able to survive? We've already been through 2-3 small breaks. And, I felt like that one was gonna be it. Like there's been a lot of turnover. There's been a lot of change in my personal life. And it's been very tough to keep up. This might be the most consistent thing that's going for me right now. So I owe a lot of that to the listeners and to the people that support the show. The people that really pushed us forward and encouraged us to keep this going. Because, like I said, I had a lot going on, and it almost came to a halt for a little bit. So thank you. Thanks to everybody out there. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. All the interactions we've had this year. Everybody that we've talked to when we was out and about. All the emails, all the questions we've got. All the suggestions. Like I cannot express it enough. Like thank you. Keep it going, and you're helping making the show better. Hopefully we can get some more of these ideas going. We have a lot of stuff that we constantly write and come up with, and it's just about execution. We just need to find the time to actually, put it together and implement it. But, other than that, thank you. We hear you. We're glad you hear us. That is such a huge thing. Like there was a point where we didn't know whether this was actually, taking off the way it was. And then, we started getting more listeners and the numbers started trending better. And, you're putting the battery in our backs. Hopefully we can keep going. Hopefully we won't let you down. Yeah. So
appreciate it. Yeah, thank you to everybody that's been listening to all of that and like supporting us through these first couple years and everything. And we hoping that y'all continue into the new year and everything and stuff. So and watch to see what's for the Stu Lee podcast. So
yeah, hopefully this show is as much of a positive to you as it is to us. This is a convenient way for me and my friend to get together once a week and actually talk about a lot of the shit that we both enjoy watching and doing. So, this was
exactly.
It's beneficial to us, and we hope that it's beneficial to you as well. When you on the road, you working, throw this on. We understand it's a long show, but it's kind of a method behind it. This is what we call it, audio escapism. I think that's what we decided to roll with. throw this on while you're doing something else, and we just gonna run our mouths in the background. But thanks for listening. First and foremost, thank you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I did have one more thing. Couple rest in peace. First of all, rest in peace, OG Meko. Yeah, he passed away a couple days ago. From his he been fighting from his suicide attempt and everything, but unfortunately he wasn't able to pull through. So prayers to his family. You guessed it, was one of my bangers, man. So
that's my shit.
Gone too soon. Another rest in peace. As a sports staple of, like, for me growing up, Greg Gumbel.
Yeah,
rest in peace. Yes, rest in peace to Greg Gumbel, the voice of CBS, the voice of CBS Sports, the voice of March Madness. Like every March Madness, he was your host. He was the from selection show on and everything. So of course, we know he was the brother of Brian Gumbel, but he made a name of himself in the sports world and with his commentary and his hosting and everything. So March Madness isn't going to be the same anymore without him. Like it is.
That's tough. You also forgetting a very important piece of his work over his career. He was also in Gumble to Gumble on Family Guy.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Gumble to Gumble, the classic Family Guy. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of people put that up, and it gave me some joy because that was early Family Guy. That was like early Family Guy. So like,
that's back when they was
Yeah. So
RIP to everybody we lost this year. It was a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot of people.
Celebrity our personal life.
Exactly.
Like it's a lot of. It was a rough year for that. So prayers to everybody and all of that. So anything else? You had anything else to do before we go to socials?
Nope, we right at the 2-hour mark, so we right on time, bro. So somehow we always find our way to the 2-hour mark.
Don't we every time? I know, right? Yeah. So.
All right. At Stocking Cap Stu, all one word. I am on Facebook. I'm on IG. I'm on technically I'm on Twitter. I'm on Threads. I'm on Blue Sky. Blue Sky, they've been tripping over there lately, man. They've been kind of wilding over there. It's very female centric. So it's male Stu and Lee listeners. Go over there. Go start a Blue Sky account. Please start some actual good dialogue. Hey, it's a good wrestling conversation over there. Every week.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and incentivize you to come over there, man.
Okay. I'm on this. Oh wait.
Yeah, let's go over there. Go over there and take this shit over, man.
Okay.
All right,
and
Mr. Lee.
You know me. You can find me at BLee313 on Twitter. You can find me B_Lee313 on Instagram and Threads. BLee on Facebook. Coming soon to Blue Sky. Eventually, I'm gonna work on that. Going into 2025, we gonna go. I'm working on it, so it's a work in progress. So, of course, Stu and Lee podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Amazon Music. You can find us on Pandora, iHeart, and YouTube Music. You can find us where you can find podcasts, except for Amazon Music, which we haven't got there yet. Feedback. You can reach us at our Stu and Lee Twitter page, or our Stu and Lee Facebook page, which is just Stu and Lee. Our Twitter page, Stu and Lee313. Also, you can email us at stuandlee313@gmail.com. That's STUANDLEE313@gmail.com. And possibly Blue Sky too. Our Stu and Lee page might come to Blue Sky too once I decide to come over there. So, that might be a work in progress. So, stay tuned to that.
Yeah. Yep, and then stay tuned for after he set it up and he give me the password, and I'd go over there and just get to posting a bunch of crazy shit at 2 in the morning.
Y'all gotta wake up and niggas too.
Exactly. Thanks for listening. We love y'all. Shout out to all the people in our circle. You know who you are. You really helped us out. You encouraged us. You motivated us. To an extent, you gave us something to talk about. Everybody that I can't mention. All of our guests. Rare, Good Game, M. M, please don't be mad that I put you in that last episode. I used part of that phone call. I couldn't help it, but that shit was funny. Yeah. Yeah, go listen to it. It's like after the last break, before we go into the last segment. Yeah. But look, shout out to y'all. Like all jokes aside, there are people that we can't mention on the show. It'll just take up too much time. But thank you. If you helped us with questions, if you helped us with making clothing, merch, the barcodes, Adara, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sis.
Yes. Yeah. We love y'all. We love y'all. Don't forget that. And you are a very vital piece to what we're doing over here.
Yes, y'all are. So, we appreciate everybody that support us, that had us back through this and everything. So, and we looking forward to continue this going into 2025. So, look out for what's next to come with Stu Lee into the next year. So, but to everybody, go ahead. You had anything else?
No, I got nothing. I was just playing.
Oh, okay. You good. But to everybody, Happy New Year. I hope everybody have a happy and safe New Year. Everybody, to anybody that's going through anything, we hope that we're, been an outlet to help you through what you're going through. However you listen to us, wherever you listen to us, we appreciate all y'all support. We hope y'all continue to carry on into the new year with us and what we do next and everything. So, that being said, this was episode 63 of the Stu Lee podcast. This is 63, right?
63. Yep, this is 63. Somehow we made it here.
Yes, it is. So, and we'll see you on the other side in 2025, y'all. So, thank you. We love y'all. And last but not least, juices.